Hello everybody, this is John Behlmann from Smash the Musical. Oh boy, what a week we've had. It has been a whirlwind week, inside and out. We had one glorious, sunny, 80-degree spring day, followed by an immediate 40-degree overnight temperature drop, plunging us back into winter. So, despite strong reviews, spring opened and closed in a single night. Meanwhile, over at Smash, we've had a Jerry busy week indeed. Jerry Duty Episode 1 is out there. Episode 1 of the vlog launched last Tuesday. And let me tell you folks, those phones have been ringing on the hook. Major sponsors are calling. Hollywood called like 3 times. It sounded a lot like a spam call about not paying an easy tag fare on a toll road in Texas, but I'm pretty sure it was Hollywood. So that's how they do. I told them I was in previews. They can call me back in a couple of weeks once we open during the daytime, except on Wednesdays. And yeah, the hype is real. Jerry Duty Episode 1 is the 47th most popular video from Broadway.com last week. You can't make those kind of numbers up, folks. And that's all thanks to you, the fans. So let's hear from some of our top comments this week. Okay. At SmashFan89 says, "Where the F is Robyn Hurder?" At Mark Shaman Musician says, "I do not consent to my image use on this vlog." Noted. And at NQXI39972 at Comcast.net said, "Click here for that one cool trick to burn belly fat. Hashtag get ripped." There you have it. People are loving it. So this week on Jerry Duty, we're going to see if the script stops changing. Then we're going to talk to the cast about some of the unsung perks of working on Broadway. And then we're going to play another Jerry game. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, please be seated, because it's time for Jerry Duty. Okay, so working on Broadway is great. It's wonderful for all kinds of reasons. We have a very nice job. We get to do what we love. We work with great people. We have a very fun time doing it. But then there are some secret little perks to working on Broadway that you don't really think about, that aren't in the contract per se. And one of my favorite little perks about working on Broadway is that somebody else pays for my haircut. Free haircuts, because my hair is supposed to look like this for the show. So I'm gonna get a free haircut. So I'm gonna go down to the hair department right now and get my free haircut. What other perks are there, do we think? Here's our lovely hair department, off to do their jobs. Part of which involves giving me a haircut, which is great. So, here we go. Broadway is great, you know that, that's why you're here. But this week we are talking about the little things, the tiny little perks of the job. And it all starts with one of my favorite perks of working on a Broadway show. Show underwear. Boy, that's nice. They ask you at the beginning of the process, hey, what kind of underwear you want to wear? You tell them, someone buys it for you, they bring it, they sew your name inside of it, you show up, you put it on, you do the show in it, they take it, they wash it every day. It's great. No matter what you show up in, you got some nice undies for you right when you get to work. Whew, that is a perk. And you know, maybe if the show closes or if they buy some new underwear, maybe you take that underwear home and instead of show underwear, it becomes home underwear. Who wants to buy underwear when you can get it given to you by a Broadway show for free? Am I right or am I right? Krista Rodriguez.
Hi.
What's a perk of working on Broadway? Not like the job salary. What's like a job perk of working on Broadway?
The Midtown apartment.
The Midtown apartment?
Yes. Having a place to go, have your Amazon packages delivered with a doorman.
It's very nice.
Being able to back, when I used to be able to have a million auditions a day. You just run around and take a nap at the theater.
The Midtown apartment.
Yeah.
It's a good perk. Jay, can you tell us a perk of working on Broadway?
Other than you're on Broadway and your dreams are coming true every day?
Yeah, not your salary, not your day-to-day, whatever, just like an actual perk of being on Broadway.
I think a perk of being on Broadway is that I think it's really fun when you leave the theater and you're on a train or come on in, Caroline.
Yeah, Caroline.
I'm always ambushing
This is
the
Caroline
Broadway.com vlog.
Okay, I'm gonna ask each of you individually, what is a perk of working on Broadway?
Leaving your theater and getting on the train and seeing people hold your playbill because they just saw your show. It's so special.
That's cool. Caroline?
Aw. dreams coming true. This is everything I dreamed of.
I said that,
It's
but
a lot
you
of
were
hard
like
work.
Hi, I'm Ian Liberto. I'm the dance captain.
Hello.
I'm Robyn Hurder and I play Ivy.
Good morning.
What's a perk of working on Broadway? Just like a little perk.
Getting to work with really amazing people.
But okay.
Like you.
Sure.
And Ian. Ian and I have known each other for,
Many years.
6 months.
we did a little ditty called The Coastline.
Wow.
Yes, the perk is the people.
Okay. Perk is the people. Ian?
Yeah, the same. Getting to be a part of this community is amazing. It's a community I wanted to be a part of since I was little, so it's
special.
I
it is
said
special.
I
It's
said
very
free haircuts. But
Perk, get those Back to the Future fans. They're still fully enthused, sending goodies from Hawaii. Look at
dog.
all this stuff. Where we're going, we have plenty of roads still here on Smash.
Wow.
So sweet, very nice. We had the best super fans on Back to the Future.
Okay.
And they're now super fans of Smash. So
Wow.
we got them all rolling in.
free goods.
That's right, baby.
Here we are talking about the perks of Broadway, and look at this. Today we have a very special perk, a nice catered meal between shows. Look at that. Casey, what do we got going on here?
We got some dig. We got
Some
some
dig.
sweet potatoes, lots of veggies, lots of meats.
And this happens every day after every show, right?
This is what happens on
We get a
Broadway.
free meal every
feed
single.
you.
No, this is a special occasion.
Special. We're
Look
so
at
lucky.
this. Wow, our very generous
into
producer.
that.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, wow. Show us the goods. There we are.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. How much did you pay for this meal, Bella?
$0.
$0, but 8 performances of blood, sweat, and tears.
True, and rehearsals and B-roll and photo calls.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I couldn't imagine a better person to do this Broadway vlog
Well,
than you.
then they've come to the right place.
We're writers, so we're used to standing in line for free food.
That's right.
But this is better than what we usually
Yeah,
get
I know.
at the Mission.
We're trying not to tell people that this happens every day on a movie set. So don't go into the movies, go into the theater. You can get free food occasionally.
It's kind of hilarious, though, to think that. And you get paid so much more in the theater, too.
That's right. Yeah, this is the first appearance of our book writers on the vlog, and it's when they're saucing their chickens.
I didn't even know you were doing it.
Oh yeah, this is for Broadway.com, and
Saucing our it's a euphemism,
Yeah.
I think, for
yeah, it's a note I got.
For making a good show.
stop saucing that chicken there. And
John, you're saucing the chicken a little too much.
I saw a couple of those saucing a chicken adjustments this afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. What remains? We're taking you through the Hobbit door, backstage. There it is again. Yep, Casey as well. Everyone does.
Every door's a Hobbit door.
Oh, we're gonna follow Robyn Hurder. Come here. Right out the door.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Robyn.
Yes.
Wow. Tell us what's going on here.
This is a coffee truck that our company so graciously offered us.
Yeah, this is a
And-
perk of Broadway, right?
I
I
know.
was talking about perks of Broadway earlier. You talked about the people. What about the free coffee?
This is very generous. This doesn't always happen on Broadway shows.
No.
We have very good general management that are taking care of their actors.
Yeah, we were just inside seeing the free meal that we got.
I know. Dig in. It was delicious.
No,
Oh my God.
just dig now.
I'm going to be really Marilyn Monroe in a
I know,
second.
look at this. We have a Marilyn moment here.
I literally was like, hey.
Wow.
D4. Oh my God. This is one of my best friends from high school. Oh my God, literally going to be Marilyn right now.
Just capturing some B-roll for you, Broadway.com. On the side of the building, Broadway.com's great leader.
Hi, my name is Steven Spielberg. I'm an executive producer on the show Smash.
Wait a minute, you look different than I've seen on TV.
Yeah. Still got the hat on from the 80s though.
So this is McGee Maddox. He's in the ensemble. We're talking about the perks of Broadway.
Perks?
Yeah, perks of working on Broadway. One of them you just kind of hinted at today. What happened after our matinee today?
We had to stay at our sweaty costumes for a little bit longer.
Why was that?
Because Steven Spielberg was at the show and we had to do a greeting line.
Wow. That happens every day, right?
Sure.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm just here in my dressing room. Just, oh my God! Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that scared you.
I didn't know you were in here.
I know, I talked well before you crossed the threshold of the door.
No, I did not. I don't know what happened.
In case you haven't figured it out, this is not my dressing room. These are not my beautiful costumes. Wow, Robyn, you seem to scare easily.
I know. I don't know what's wrong
Maybe
with me.
you're just on edge. Robyn has a lot to do in this show.
I do.
More than any of us, that's for sure. That's why I have time to vlog. Every day, we've been receiving pages. Even today, on a 2-show day, we received 3 little changes that we're gonna put in without rehearsal into our matinee today. But we had a little onstage meeting with Strow. And the day has finally come. After months, lifetimes maybe, of rehearsing this show, we have finally achieved its final form. The show is what is called Frozen. That's the point in the process where we're not making any more changes. Everything is locked in, no more rehearsing, and we are doing this show. So behold, in my hands, I have what purports to be the final edition of Smash, the musical. Look at it. Look at it. Wow. Feels just right. Whew. Frozen. Caroline, I have a question for you.
What?
So we're not getting any more changes to the script. So that means the show is...
Do 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 do. Snow glows white on the mountain tonight. Frozen.
Bam. Wow. Not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. Okay, it's game time on Jerry Duty. So, our beloved director, Susan Stroman, otherwise known as Stro, is a highly acclaimed, highly accomplished director, has had a long and varied life and career, so this is a game about her. This is a little game that we like to call Stro or False. I'm going to read a factual statement, and people are going to tell me if it's Stro or if it is false. Here we go. Here we go. Susan Stroman, Raul Esparza, Aubrey Plaza, and John Gallagher Jr. were all born in Wilmington, North Carolina. Stro or false?
Stro.
False! They were all born in Wilmington, Delaware.
Oh.
Okay, Jay Savage. Here we go. Stro or false?
Okay.
Stro's first Broadway credit was in a show called Yahoo! With an exclamation point.
Stro.
False! It was called Whoopee! With an exclamation point.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna go find some more people.
Wait, this is...
Caroline Behlmann, this is a game called Stro or False. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna name something and you have to say if it's Stro or if it's false.
Okay.
Stro or false, Susan Stroman is allergic to fish.
Stro.
False! She directed Big Fish.
Ah!
Okay.
I failed.
Oh my
Okay, here we go. Stro or false? Susan Stroman holds the record for number of Cheetah Rivera Award wins at 5.
False.
Trick question, Stro and false. When she won them, and she won 5, they were still called the Astaire Awards.
Oh, shoot. I was going to say maybe it's like 9. And
No.
like, I knew it was a trick question.
That's right,
You're
that's
a
right.
tricky guy.
That's right, all right, thank you.
Okay.
Stro or false? 5 of Stro's cousins are named Tony.
Stro.
False. Stro has 5 Tonys, but they're award staff. She's not cousins.
Okay.
Stro or false? You can make a Stro pun out of 4.5 of Stro's Broadway shows. Stro or false?
Stro.
Stro, you are correct.
Yeah.
Stroklahoma, the Strodducers, Stroboat, Strovis, and the Scott Strorow Boys.
That one's really special.
That's 4.5.
I love
That's
it.
what I'm counting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stro or false? Susan Stroman has more drama desks for her work on stage than there are desks on stage in the drama Glengarry Glen Ross.
I would say yes.
Stro, she has 5. 6 if you count the Contact Best Musical win. Glengarry only has 4.
I have a few too, you know.
Hey, this isn't about you. Stro or false? Stro has 5 Tony Awards, so Stro has 5 times as many Tony Awards as you.
Stro.
False. 5 times 0 is 0.
Oh, right. I don't do math.
True or false? Fred Ebb is credited with giving Susan Stroman the nickname Stro.
False.
False. Nobody gives Stro anything.
That's
she
right.
takes it.
She's a taker!
Okay, this is a game called Stro or False. Stro or False? Stro had won a Tony, Drama Desk, Outer Critics Circle, and Olivier Award before you were even born.
Strow. That means true, right?
Yeah. What year were
Stro.
you born?
Can't say.
I bet it was Stro, though. If it was,
Was it for the
after
producers?
1993,
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
it the producers?
it was all... No, that wasn't even the producers yet.
Oh, it wasn't?
It is
No.
still Wednesday,
Well, I was
April
right.
2nd, 2025. This is preview number...
Stro or false? Susan Stroman played herself in an episode of Larry David's show Seinfeld.
True.
First of all, it's Stro or false. So,
Oh, Strow!
false. Stro played herself in an episode of Larry David's other show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Damn!
But thank you for playing.
I'm so sorry. I have no head.
All right, that wraps up Jerry Duty episode 2. Tune in next Tuesday for Jerry Duty episode 3. And who knows what's going to happen then? More games? We're going to be approaching opening night. That might get a little tense. Who knows? Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be a disaster. You'll never know if you don't watch. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.